Hello, it's me. I am here and I have finally managed. Hello, it's me. I'm here to. Nope. I didn't think this far ahead. Oh no. Hi guys, so it's me, I am back, and today I have decided that I am finally going to actually watch the Last of Us TV show! Yay! Yeah, I never actually watched the show, like even when it came out. I was always planning on watching it for a video, and I never ended up getting around to it. So we're watching it today, and we're gonna see how that goes. For the record, I am very sorry if you could hear faint humming. It's not that faint. It's literally just my computer. My computer is just on fire for some reason. I'm gonna try and fix it in editing by like reducing some of the background noise, and hopefully that works. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna put really loud music over it so that way you can understand what I'm saying. I'm actually just really scared that I'll get copyrighted just for having the first season's footage. So as a preventative measure, I'm going to like basically make the footage unwatchable. Well, that's not really true, but I did record a lot of footage of me playing no return mode just to like have, as I'm recording this, I don't have a full plan, but I just figured, hey, that way at least you get to watch something interesting on screen, and it's to show that I actually did get the skins from Arlene and Bill. So anyway, let's watch the show, shall we? Headphones on. I really am a real YouTuber now. All right, I'm in HBO Max. I'm ready. Why is it so long? Oh my gosh, an hour and 21 minutes? Why is it an hour and 21 minutes long? That is absurd. Oh my gosh, that's such a long time. That's just a full-length movie now. I'm just a tad bit paranoid that it's not gonna end up actually recording the footage because on one of my tests it didn't, and then it did. I don't know why. It's so weird.
I'm gonna kill you.
It's me! I'm reacting to that. It's so violent. Anyway.
Yeah, I knew you'd wake up all boo-hooey. Probably have
Okay, so it's just working now. I don't understand. I don't understand. So let me just like make sure that it's actually going to play. I've never done this before. Can you tell?
Fungi cannot survive if its host's internal temperature is over 94 degrees. What if, for instance, the world were to get slightly warmer? And there are no treatments for this, no preventatives, no cures.
So if that happens,
we lose.
This is a virus that affects ants. Ants are very small. I mean, they're disgusting and awful, and 1,000 of them are kind of the worst. I've had ants crawl all over me. It was pretty gross, but you know, they're pretty small. If a virus that could affect them gets into us, I feel like we wouldn't even notice it's there. Like, it would be in and out in a second. Now, that's just me. I feel like the whole idea that we wouldn't be able to survive something like that is kind of stupid because, I mean, literally we're watching a show about people learning to survive. Humans are very good at adapting. Like, they can adapt to just about anything. The Jackson settlement, people bring society back to this end of the world situation. So, I don't know, guy. It's not so bad. Ah, yes, there she is. There's Sarah. Amazing casting. She looks just like her. This is just my personal opinion, but I don't really like it when they race swap characters. Now, I'm not like completely against it if it's fictional characters, because I feel like it can honestly work sometimes. My thing is I need them to look like the character. Like, they need to actually look the part. They could be race swapped all they want. Like, Joel in this show is race swapped, but he passes for Joel. For me, it's like, it's a very different thing when they're race swapping real people, like historical figures. Like, I don't know, like for instance, that Cleopatra documentary they made.
I don't care what they tell you in school. Cleopatra was black.
Yeah, actually, no, she wasn't. She was Greek and Mesopotamian. In fact, there's even like certain artwork pieces of Cleopatra that suggest that she might have been a ginger. So is this just another great example of the ginger erasure in Hollywood? Maybe, you don't know. Why do they hate them so much? For me personally, with historical figures, I think that's completely disrespectful, and it's also misleading people about history. Like, it's literally lying to people about history. So I think that's completely inappropriate. You shouldn't do that. I am a bit more lenient with it with fictional characters as long as they actually look the part that they're trying to play. Like, I'll give you a really great example. In my favorite show of all time, Gotham, they ended up race swapping the character Hugo Strange, and I think that guy absolutely freaking nailed it. That guy is like one of the best interpretations of Hugo Strange I have ever seen. I love him. You wouldn't even guess that he's General Shang. But for another reason, it's incredibly unfair to do that to the actor or actress who's playing the role. In this case, the girl they have cast playing Sarah, she doesn't look like Sarah. And honestly, the only person that hurts is the actress, because at the end of the day, they're the ones who are the face of the problem that many people are gonna have with the casting. They're literally the cast. So when they cast people who don't look the part, people are going to criticize them on that. And obviously, then like people are be like, oh, you're just like mad because they race swapped them. And it's like, well, I mean, for me specifically, I'm mad that they don't have someone playing the part who looks the part. I mean, you know, everyone can dislike it for their own reason, but it's a show. People are allowed to dislike whatever part of it for any reason they want, you know? And, you know, it's unfair to the actor or actress because they're just doing a job. It's not their fault. They were cast in a part that they don't look the part for. If anything, it's the casting director's fault or the regular director's fault. But you're never gonna hear them getting yelled at or critiqued. It's always gonna be the actor or actress, which isn't fair to them because I know people will say, oh, well, she should have turned down the part because she doesn't look the role. That's her responsibility. Dude, in this economy, who's gonna turn down a role like that? That's like an amazing role, especially if you're a young actor or actress who's just starting out. Like, that's an amazing opportunity. Of course you're gonna take it, but I don't know why they didn't just cast her as someone like, I don't know, Riley or something. I mean, she honestly doesn't really look too much like Riley either, but whatever, you know? Like, they could have just made another new character. I find it very hard to believe that they couldn't find a blonde girl who looks the part and who can also act. I don't know. I think it's a pretty unfair thing and messed up thing to do to the actor. I don't think people should be making fun of her. She's just doing her job. But like, cast people who look the part, you know? It's not that difficult, you know? And if you really want to have her in the show and she doesn't look like any of the characters, make a new character for her. I refer once again to Gotham. That show did that exact same scenario. They end up creating an entirely new character called Fish Mooney, played by...
Keep my wife's name!
I literally cannot watch the first season of Gotham anymore because every time I see Fish Mooney's character, I just like have this sinking feeling in the back of my mind that Will Smith is gonna materialize out of thin air like a genie and slap me. But the point still stands, you know, before, like, that show came out before all of that. It just seems like such a messed up thing to do to these people because people are obviously gonna be upset about the casting. You're just setting the actor up to get abused online. That's your fault.
You know, I don't really like pancakes.
I know you don't like them. It's for my benefit.
This might be an incredibly unpopular opinion. In fact, this might be the most controversial opinion I have ever given on this channel. And I know for a fact some of you guys are gonna hate me for it. I don't like Pedro Pascal. I don't get the hype. I really don't. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I mean, I have not actually seen this guy act in anything before. Like, I haven't seen this show. I'm watching it for the first time. And I haven't seen The Mandalorian. And I haven't seen... What else was he in? I haven't seen The Mandalorian. I don't know. I haven't seen this guy act in anything before. I've just seen him in interviews and stuff. So I have no idea if he's a good actor or not. I'm coming in this purely from what I've seen from like interviews, memes of him, just random clips that you catch of this guy. I just don't understand what the big deal is about him, you know? Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me personally. But I don't know, this might just be like a really weird thing to say, but I just get like this really weird vibe from this guy. Anytime I've seen him in anything, I'm just like, I don't know. Something's not right. And I can't explain it at all. I just get like this really weird vibe. Like, not a bad vibe. I'm not like saying, oh my gosh, he's evil. But I don't know, like there's just something about him that just seems off to me. I get the same vibe from him that I always got from Leonardo DiCaprio when I was a kid. Cause like, I remember when I was a kid, I would watch things like Titanic or... Man, I can't think of anything these other actors have been in. The point is that like, I would watch that movie and I would see Leonardo DiCaprio in it and I'd just be like, no, I don't like you. I don't care for you. There's something weird and I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I just get a bad vibe. And, you know, now we know he likes to date teenagers. So, but I don't know, like I just get a really weird vibe about him and it's very similar to the vibe I get about Leo. I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just saying that like, if one day things were to come out saying, oh, Pedro Pascal, he likes to date 17-year-olds like he's Jerry Seinfeld or something, then I would probably be like, I'm not super surprised. I don't know, I think a lot of that comes from the fact that like, he seems very, very touchy-feely with women in particular. Now, I don't know, I haven't seen every interview of this guy, I don't stalk him on the internet, but just what I have stumbled upon, just from what I've happened upon on the internet, like, he always seems to be very touchy and grabby, and I don't know, I know you're probably all gonna be like, oh, Alex, he has anxiety, nah. He's 50 years old. Okay? You know, most people usually figure out how to manage that without having to grab hold of everybody. And also, everyone has anxiety. It's just life. He's a 50-year-old dude who's been working in Hollywood for a long time, and he's like a big A-lister. I think there's a slightly more realistic and plausible reason for why he's all touchy-feely with the ladies, but I don't know. That's just a theory.
We can't frame until we pour. We're not getting paid until we frame.
Well, we could bring someone else on, get the job done faster.
Oh my gosh, that guy sounds exactly like Tommy. That guy nailed the voice. Way to go, man. I just don't understand why they couldn't dye his hair blonde, though. They're killing off the blonde squad. Sarah, Tommy, next thing you know, it'll be Maria. This is before the apocalypse starts. I can believe that Tommy likes to dye his hair blonde. They could just dye Sarah's hair blonde, too. Like, they went to the effort of recreating her game shirt to look exactly like it does in the game. And yet they're not gonna dye her hair blonde? I just don't understand. Where's the commitment? I will refer again once to Gotham. The guy who plays Penguin in that show, he had to dye his hair black for the role. He's blonde, and apparently after the show ended, he shaved his head off because he hated it so much. But you know, you're playing a role of a guy who has black hair. Dye your hair black. You're playing a role as a character with blonde hair. Dye your hair blonde. It's not that complicated. This is a show about zombies who come to life from fungus and attack people. I think I could suspend my disbelief just enough to believe that this guy buys hair dye. He does nail the Tommy voice, though. I'll give him that.
Being a part of Asia isn't mutually exclusive with being a country, and in fact, it's the capital of Indonesia.
I am 8 minutes into this episode, and I have been ranting for like 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna react to every single episode individually. I'm gonna have just like no storage space left on my computer from how many rants I'm going on. I'm doing it now! A switchblade? Joel doesn't own one of those. That guy just crafts shivs out of anything he can find. If he had a switchblade this whole time, why wasn't he using it in the game? I hated crafting shivs. It was annoying. That's like the one thing about part 2 that I really, really enjoy. You just get a knife. It's so nice. I love it. And also, don't steal from your dad, Sarah. I know you want to buy him a new watch, Sarah, but come on, use the money you're getting from selling hardcore drugs. What are you doing? Don't steal from him.
Hey, neighbor.
Oh, hi.
Connie was asking after you. Said you haven't been over in a while.
I could come by after school, but just for like a little bit.
She'll take what you got.
Honestly, Sarah, just be thankful that your neighbors want to spend time with you. That's sweet. All my neighbors ever did was try and run me over with their car.
Tell you how exciting it was to listen to that.
Smoking? Tommy? No! Oh my gosh, and here I thought that it was just Ellie and Dina who were the smokers. Shameful! Shame, Tommy!
All day.
You know, that could be foreshadowing the apocalypse coming, but I don't know. I live in a place where there are just ambulances and car crashes all the time. That could be a warning of the apocalypse, but I don't know. If it started happening around where I live, I'll just be like, yeah, that's typical every single frickin' day.
No, there was just a lot of police and stuff on the road today.
Well, that's true every day, isn't it?
That's literally what I said. Oh man, I really am just such an old soul. In my heart of hearts, I was just born as a 65-year-old woman.
Hey, Mrs. Adler?
Oh, that was so cool. Okay, I feel like a lot of this isn't really necessary for the show as a whole. Like in the game, you got the gist. That was actually a really cool shot.
A few moments later.
So funny story, I ended up taking a break from the show, you know, the 14 minutes that I managed to plow through. Wow, what a sacrifice. So I come back and my computer's turned off. So I turn it back on and then my recording software literally wouldn't show the footage from the show. So I turned it off and turned it back on, still a black screen. That's not good because I need the screen to show pictures so that way I can record the show. That's kind of the point of this video. And I was starting to panic a little bit. I'm like, what's going on? Why won't it turn back on? And honestly, my reaction to when I finally got it working was hilarious, so I'm gonna show you that now. My recording software is working.
It's true.
And it's
But
playing.
I'm doing this for you,
and
right?
you can see it.
If I was you, which
It looks great.
I sort of am, I'd get
It looks
cracking.
amazing.
You go find the body
Gotham
first.
wants to run, but when I try and play The Last of Us, it's just a black screen. Why won't you work? Why won't you work? Gosh darn you. The moral of the story really is I should be watching Gotham, not this. Oh, it's working. It's working! Yes! Anyway, yeah, so the point is that I have no idea how I fixed it. I don't know how I fixed it, but it's working now, and with that said, we have to watch this immediately. There's no time. I can't risk it turning off again. Watch the video! React to the show! Go, go, go! There's no time!
You locked the door for once.
I'm sorry, Sarah doesn't lock her front door? That's so insane. 0 survival skills, Sarah. No wonder why she's gonna die. She's seeing all of the warning signs of the apocalypse. She doesn't even bother to lock her door. She just moseys down the street. Man, Sarah, you're asking for it at this point. Why am I yellow? Why am I yellow? What is going on with my recording software? Okay, I look normal now. What? It's fine. Anyway, point being is I don't have a good setup. I messed everything. I said earlier that I fixed things. I didn't. That was a lie. What is happening?
Doesn't mean anything to you. I'm sorry.
Normal color, yellow. Normal color, yellow.
Where'd you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
It's better when I do.
It was only $20, which I stole from you.
Man, Sarah, you're a drug dealer and a criminal and a thief? Oh, like being a drug dealer isn't being a criminal. Well, I guess if you're a pharmacist, you're not.
Retro pharmacist outfit.
Joel, it's me. I'm okay,
Yeah?
but I'm in jail.
Jeez, is everyone in this family a delinquent? First Sarah with the thievery and the drug dealing, and now Tommy's in jail. What is this? Also, it's an interesting move to go out of your way to make all these characters more criminal-like after you race swap them? I don't know. It's just an interesting observation. Oh no. The Green Lantern Corps is attacking. Sarah, get out of there! Dad? I feel like, even in the game too, if they had just bunkered down, they probably would have been fine. Well, actually, that's not true. In the game, What's-His-Face crashed through the window, so it made sense that they fled in the game. It didn't make sense that they decided to drive into town. In this, I don't know if they're gonna do it exactly like they did it in the game, but like, the smart decision would be to just bunker down and wait it out till morning. She probably would have survived if they did that. Like, they just have to bunker down, wait it out till morning, and then, like, in the morning, get out of town. Or leave now. I don't know. Just don't drive into town, idiots!
Indoors. Law enforcement and emergency services are in the area and will be in contact with further instructions. Stay indoors. Law enforcement.
You see, even the TV is telling you to stay indoors. Did I write this show?
Easy, Mercy. What are you doing out here, boy?
You know what's a better question, Sarah? What are you doing out there? Literally, the TV just said, stay indoors. And her first move is to walk right outside. Oh, Sarah, you're not meant for this world. She wasn't this stupid in the game. She was just a confused kid. She woke up, her dad was missing. She went to go see what's going on. She's freaking out. She's confused. She dies. The freaking dog is telling you to go back. What are you doing, Sarah? Listen to the dog, Sarah.
Well, let's get you home.
Oh, Sarah, you're so stupid. What are you doing? Sarah, my girl, my lady, please can you be normal? Have a normal sense of survival, like any other human. Then again, I've seen people be so dumb. I've literally seen a woman be mauled by a squirrel at a park because she was feeding him nuts, right next to a sign that says, don't feed the squirrels.
Mrs. Adler?
Go home, Sarah. Go home!
Mrs. Adler?
Honestly, like, is the show trying to make me happy that she dies? Because that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like she deserves to die, and I'm gonna laugh when she does. What, is she going on a side mission? This isn't your story, Sarah. I already know how it's gonna end. At least don't make me hate you while you're alive. If there was ever a time when survival instinct should have kicked in, it was when she started slipping on a bunch of blood in their kitchen. Sarah has no survival instincts at all. Like, what even is that? How stupid could she possibly be? How stupid can this girl possibly be? I didn't care that much about Sarah in the first game. She seemed okay. I was like, yeah, I could get it. Like, Joel loves her. She's a cute kid. She's his daughter, you know? But in this, I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's like so ridiculously brain dead. It's actually insulting to me. Wow. Well, that's majorly gross. I don't think I could comment on how stupid she's being anymore. Like, I think I've said my piece. I think we get it. But this is like, oh, Sarah, you poor, stupid imbecile. With all that being said, though, this is an elderly woman. What does she look like? 80, 90, 100? I think you could take her, Sarah. Move. What was that? Did she put her back out? That's exactly what I'm saying. She's old. She's frail. She's like 1,000 years old. She took herself out. I don't think that was supposed to be a joke. but I thought it was great.
What are we doing, Joe?
What the heck? This is not supposed to be funny. What are we doing, Joel? Says Tommy with the sniper! Tommy with his sniper rifle. The thing the man is known for. He just stands there and just like clobbers it with the wrench. Oh, that's so funny. What even is this show?
And we're gonna get out of this.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is with the green explosions? Like, what, is Loki coming to get them? I don't understand this. Do power lines explode green? I don't think so. The only time that I've seen green happen during a natural disaster or any disaster is like when a tornado comes. I have seen when a hurricane came and the sky completely turned orange, kind of like me right now because of my horrible lighting. What even is this? In my dorm room, I'm like, oh my gosh, the sky's orange. We should get away from the buildings because it's a hurricane. All my roommates go up to the window. I'm like, what? So maybe I'm judging Sarah too harshly. Maybe I would survive in the zombie apocalypse. At least I know not to be stupid.
Fuck! Everybody had the same fucking idea.
Can't get through there.
This is a problem I have in the game too. But like, you see people literally driving on the wrong side of the road to get away. Turn around, you know, like go as far away, like the most rural, abandoned, desolate places you could possibly find. There's quite a lot of them in the country, especially in Texas. Like just drive up to Wyoming. That place is abandoned. Jackson, Wyoming.
We can't go south, we can't go east, we can't go west.
North. Go north. North to Wyoming. North! We can't go south. We can't go east. We can't go west. There's nowhere else for us to go. Those are the only 3 directions.
All right, keep going, keep going.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, subverting my expectations. Okay, show. All right, I'll give you props for that. I was like, yeah, they're gonna crash. They're gonna crash. And they didn't. Safe driving. So what, is like a plane gonna crash into him or something? Oh my gosh, it is an airplane. That was just guessing. So why are all the airplanes crashing? If there was anywhere I would want to be at the beginning of a zombie apocalypse, it is the skies. Helicopter, airplane, Taylor Swift's private jet. I don't care. Get me in the sky. The sky is safe.
You gotta get off the street!
I know that Tommy and Joel get separated in the game, but that's because Tommy stays back to fight. In this one, he's just kind of there, being very useless. I mean, he has a gun. He doesn't shoot the zombies. He doesn't guide us. He doesn't get to the alley. Oh, Tommy. Please don't be completely incompetent. I'm begging you, man. You already ruined The Last of Us 2 for me. I liked you in part 1.
Keep your eyes on me, okay? You don't look anywhere else.
Sarah's looking other places. Sarah immediately looks around. It's like, keep your eyes on me, Sarah. Don't look at anything else. Don't look at anything else. Just look at me. And she immediately looks around. This girl cannot take directions. She can. She's an insubordinate. An insubordinate, I say. Honestly, if I could play a part in a zombie role, I would want to be that guy. That guy knows what's up. He's just diving into everything. He doesn't care. This guy has like a second of screen time in this show, and he is making the most of it. I love you, man. What dedication? What dedication to the role?
Sir, we are not sick!
What did he get stabbed on? That looked like a needle. What, did he get stabbed with a heroin needle? Joel just dies of a heroin overdose. He was like, oh, what a wacky turn of events. What did he stab himself on? What is this? Like, is it a heroin needle? Is it like a knife? It's not clear. It's too dark. Is it just me, or does that kid look like Carl from The Walking Dead?
What if I told you that after we gave you some medicine, we're gonna find you your favorite food to eat?
Look at the pretty flowers. Look at the pretty flowers. This really is just The Walking Dead right now.
You're safe.
You're safe, don't worry. Hard cut to the king and thrown into a fire pit. Looks very safe, looks very child friendly. Joel, no, Joel, no. Why does everyone in this universe love weed? Like, what is the deal with weed? Oh my gosh, please, Joel, don't take it. Don't take it. Joel, don't take. Then again, you could probably sell it, but you shouldn't. That's bad. No. Man, I miss the days when weed was illegal. That's right, I said it. I basically have the mindset and opinions of like a 75-year-old woman. If I just sit, yes, okay, that looks slightly better. No. If I sit like this is how I'm gonna do the rest of the reaction. Why is this happening? All right, I can color correct it in my editing software, but it would be nice if it would just stay the same color. Don't do it again. Graffiti. Not in my apocalypse.
Not like I planned on ripping you off.
Is that supposed to be Robert? That guy actually does kind of look like Robert. Is that supposed to be Tess, though? That doesn't look like Tess. Oh my gosh. Why can't they get the hair right for any of these characters? Like, why is her hair so long? In the game, her hair was short. I always took it that Tess's look was very important, because like for Ellie, in the second game, you can actually see that she kind of adopts the looks of Riley and Tess from the game. The first two people that she had to watch die in front of her, like the first two people she watched die to the infection, the thing that, you know, like haunts her. And I always was like, oh, that's really interesting. Because like she basically takes on Tess's haircut and wears Riley's outfit. And you can actually see that she does this for other characters too, because when Joel dies right in front of her, what ends up happening? Like when you jump cut to the future, she ends up kind of cutting her hair really short, almost the same length that Joel's hair is in the game, like when he was older, and she wears his clothes and wears his jacket, start breaking out a lot of the flannel. I don't know, but that's how I always interpreted it. I was like, oh, that's actually a really cool detail, because like if you look at the games, she really just emulates the people that she loves who she loses when she loses them, as like this way to kind of hold on to them. I bet they're probably not even gonna do that. They're like, oh, what? Oh, symbolism, deep thoughts, little tiny little bits here and there. Nah. I don't know, maybe they will. But I liked Tess's haircut. Clearly, I have it.
I'll tell him that I got jumped by some guys, and then you and I can just move the fuck on.
That's interesting. So like in the game when she says that I got jumped by a couple of guys, that was a lie according to the show? Interesting. That's not a foundation for a very strong or healthy relationship, you know, Tess. You can't be lying to Joel. He's your partner in crime. You cannot be doing these things. You need honesty, communication, loyalty. Why am I your marriage counselor right now? Oh, is that Ellie? Oh no. I'm sorry, this is just like the worst casting decision. I'm sure she's a good actress, but like, I find it very hard to believe that they couldn't find a single 14-year-old girl who has red hair, not brown, and can act the part. You know, like I really don't think that that was an impossibility. In fact, I have a theory, and some of you might hate me for this, but this is like what I think is happening here. Okay, I think that Neil Druckmann wanted to cast this girl as Ellie because he knew that no one ever would see her as Ellie. Everyone would be super mad about this decision, and there would be backlash, and people would be fighting and be all mad, and I think that they did that intentionally, so that way when season 2 rolls around and Neil Druckmann ruins the show just like he ruined the game with his terrible storytelling, no one's gonna care because they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's just like so not Ellie. She doesn't look the part. She doesn't act the part. And that will basically just distract from the bad writing because everyone will be so distracted by her. This guy, I swear, I think this guy is like such a sexist. And like, you might think that I'm wrong because he always puts women in the lead, but like, he doesn't seem to respect women. I really do believe that he did that just so that way it would take some of the heat off of him for season 2 by casting her. I've seen people making fun of this girl, and she doesn't deserve that. You know, like, people don't deserve to be making fun of her for the way she looks or the way, or whatever. Like, she's just taking a part like anyone else. It's the same principle for Sarah, but the fact is, I'm sorry, you don't look like Ellie. And I know that people are gonna be like, oh, well, she's a good actress, so what does it matter? Here's the fact of the matter. You have to cast people who fit the role for the role. Because if looks don't matter, we might as well just cast Terry Crews. Honestly, I'd rather see that interpretation.
This goes on record as the worst fucking job you've ever taken.
Because, like, notice, Joel is cast correctly. I could see this guy as Joel. He fits the part, and no one has any problem with this guy. But everyone's been mocking Ellie online for the way she looks. And, like, in his games, he intentionally makes the women look like men. Notice that, anyone? I mean, like Abby, the chick from Intergalactic, Mel. I remember when the first couple trailers for The Last of Us 2 came out, and there's that really close-up shot on Mel's face while she's trying to stab Ellie. I thought she was a dude. I'm not gonna lie. Mel, I love you. That wasn't one of your more flattering angles, I'll tell you that. But like, this guy goes out of his way to make women look more masculine, and he goes out of his way to cast women who don't look the part for his show, knowing they're going to be bullied online. And like, he even literally fired a woman, the woman who was literally working at Naughty Dog, carrying him throughout making The Last of Us. Like, what's her name? Amy something. I can't remember. I'll put it up on screen. But like, she was working on the Uncharted games and the Last of Us games. And what did he do? He pushed her out so that way he could ruin them. I mean, seriously, this is just my opinion. I think that guy is like a major sexist. He keeps setting women up to fail and pushing women out of the way. And it's just not cool. And I'm sorry, you know, like I know she's been getting a lot of hate. And I feel bad for her for that. But like, at the end of the day, this is ultimately the casting director's fault and Neil Druckmann's fault because he's the one running this whole disaster.
Let me out or you're gonna pay, motherfuckers!
Starting off strong with the acting department. They're not very intimidated by that, Ellie. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you this.
If Tommy responded, we'd know. It hasn't been that long. It's been 3 weeks.
So I guess, are they not estranged in this version? Because like in the game, they had a big fight and they said they never want to see each other again and everything. So I guess like in this, they still talk? Why aren't they still together?
There, I hear everything on this. There are raiders.
How do I still only have 37 minutes left? I cannot watch this new format of television where every episode is an hour and a half long. I just can't. It's a full-on movie. I don't have the patience for that. I miss the days when TV shows were like 27 minutes long and you got like 24 episodes out of a season. Nowadays, it's like you get 6, 7 episodes out of a season and each episode takes an eternity to get through. I mean, it is a nightmare. This is too long. I'm bored. That's a good move, Joel. Get wasted. That'll help you find Tommy. Also, where are they getting the alcohol from in this universe? Are people really dedicating their time to make alcohol here? I guess they would be. What else are you gonna do? But how do you make alcohol? You need wheat, don't you? How to make whiskey. So, okay, yeah, so mashing process involves combining grains like corn, barley, rye, or wheat. Okay, so are they growing wheat? Where are they doing that? It's a city. I don't know, it just seems kind of random to just be pounding it all back, Joel. It feels like it would be kind of a important resource that you need to make Molotovs, Joel. Oh, are they living together? That's nice. So wait, are they like an actual for real couple in this game? Or not game, oh my gosh. In this movie. Show! No, literally, because like, are they actually like together? Are they dating or whatever? Kind of random to be doing like big spoon, little spoon situation. If you're not. Like, I always figured, yeah, they probably had like some sort of like on and off again kind of relationship, but like, it was never fully expressed. I think, are they actually gonna do that? That's actually nice. I want Joel to be happy.
I got jumped by a couple guys.
What guys? Aren't you?
No. I was in federal lockup all day. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
This would honestly be really cute, like their whole relationship. I'd be like, aw, that's actually sweet. You know, he cares about her. He's all worried about her and everything. Like, he clearly has more of an emotional attachment to her in this than he did in the game. Because, like, in the game, he cared, but, like, you know, he was still kind of standoffish about it because, you know, he's not very into feelings, you know. And this one, he clearly cares more. And I would think that's really sweet if it weren't for the fact that Tess is lying to him right now. I didn't need to know that. They literally could have just cut to 20 years later, and they show all of the whatever, and then they show them doing this scene, and he gets all concerned about her. And I'd be like, oh, that's actually nice. I don't need to know that she's a liar. I don't need to know that this foundation of their foundation of their relationship is built on a lie. I don't need to know that.
I need you to take a breath.
Now she's like, oh, calm down, Joel. You gotta get a hold of yourself, Joel. Maybe you should stop lying, Tess.
We're gonna find out quietly.
Maybe in the show you'll find out quietly, but I tell you what, if this was the game and Tess was like, we gotta find out quietly, stealth is key, I tell you what, 2 seconds in, I'd be spotting shooting everybody. But I believe in you, Joel. If you're taking the reins and I have no power in this situation, you probably could be stealthy.
No, I promised Robert that you wouldn't hurt him. But I would very much like for you to hurt him.
Oh, okay, Tess. So I see your promises really don't mean anything to anybody. Oh, so you're just gonna promise Robert that you won't hurt him and then you're gonna hurt him? Did that promise ring I got you mean nothing? Tommy was right. I'm too good for you. I'm going home to my mother. That's good. Keep him in the apartment. No one will find him there. In the game, they had the good sense enough to know that they couldn't keep it in town because obviously the federal guards would probably raid the place and they'd find it and then arrest them and execute them. Keep it somewhere else, dum-dum.
Whatever you need. Whatever it takes. We'll get her where she needs to go.
Whatever you need, whatever it takes, we'll get her where she needs to go. Hard cut to Joel, the guy who actually gets her where she needs to go. Yeah, really good job there, guys. Nailed it. Amazing, amazing guardianship. You really did a good job. They didn't even do the job to get her out of the city. Frickin' losers, I tell you what.
You're not scared.
You're not scared? No one is scared of you, Ellie. That's hilarious. She's just like casually sitting down next to her. I'm like, no, not really, no, not at all. Hate to break it to you, Ellie, but you're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Okay, well, you guys are for sure infected. I mean, where are the spores? Is it not gonna work like that in this? Because, like, they're just down there, no masks. Where are the masks? They should be wearing their gas masks. They're for sure infected. I mean, they're gonna die, right?
Maybe down here is where he was infected.
Then why aren't you wearing a mask? Oh no, they can't even follow the rules of the universe correctly. This scene happens in the game, but you know what also happens before this scene? They see spores and say, uh-oh, spores, put on your gas mask. What, did they not want to put on a gas mask? They better put on a gas mask.
Yes.
Hold on, hold the phone, stop the presses. Are they not gonna do the fight against Robert at the shipping yard? Are they just gonna cut to them all being dead? Is that what's happening here? That would be so lame if they did that. I really hope they don't, because like, I don't know, I personally would like to see that fight. Would Joel have gone in shotgun only? I guess we'll never know now. I guess we'll just have to go off of my playthroughs. Mine are the only canon versions in this universe.
You greedy fuck.
Wow, alright, so they really did just cut out that entire scene. They don't even go to the shipping yard. I kind of would have liked to see that. I guess I won't. Screw me for wanting to see people fighting each other in an action show about zombies. Yeah, that's so lame. Who would want to watch that, right? At least The Walking Dead does action scenes. And The Walking Dead does the whole hide your guns elsewhere so that way no one can find them on your person or in your house thing. They do that a ton. Shooter! Joel freaking decked her! That is hilarious. See, Ellie, this is why no one's intimidated by you. Just look at that!
What would you do if there was a child right in front of you?
Reaction time of an absolute ninja, Joel. Amazing work. The fact that this guy is supposed to die in the next season, can't believe it, can't buy it, couldn't be me. The reflexes on this man are 10 out of 10. You might be 50, Joel, but you are killing it, my man.
You get her there safely, and they'll give you what you need. Not just a battery. The whole thing. Fueled up truck, guns, supplies, all of it.
Remember in the game when Tess insisted on seeing the guns and supplies that they were supposed to be getting before taking on the job? Remember when they behaved realistically for a post-apocalypse setting? They could obviously be trying to scam you right now, but we're not gonna fact check it.
The second we hand that kid over.
Y'all talk it through, but please remember that I'm bleeding out.
You know, Marlene, you're really not in a position to be making jokes and wisecracks over there. You need them, and you're just angering them right now. They have every right to just turn around and walk away now. Like, if it was me, I'd be like, yeah, I don't trust her. This seems shady. Not worth it, I'm out. I guess it wouldn't be much of a show if they did the realistic thing. They didn't have to do it this way though. They could have done it in a realistic way that I could believe. This is just stupid. Bye, Marlene. The toot on Ellie, I swear. You wanna get thrown against the wall again, Pipsqueak? Seriously, don't shove him. It's like they're actively helping you. Maybe you could just like, cool it, you know? Ellie in the game, she was like sarcastic and everything, but she wasn't mean. She was like, get out of my way, old man. She was scared out of her mind and reacted like any teenager would by trying to like keep it cool and not be a problem. Especially since Ellie is infected. I mean, she's not, she's immune, but she has the bite. If they get mad at her and they find out that she's infected and she's been given a tube this whole time, they would just kill her immediately. She's like, I'm immune, I'm immune. She's like, you might be immune, but you're also a pain in the butt. Bye-bye. Really, we're just walking right through town? Okay, no sneaking necessary. Let's just meander straight through town. Good plan.
Give us a minute, all right?
What the fuck?
Haha.
There's not a lot of options. There's the short range and the long range.
Okay, so a few things. First of all, I don't like how obnoxiously mean Ellie's being. Ellie was a smartass in the game and she had a loud mouth, but she wasn't mean, you know? She was like sarcastic and she was like a little bit blunt about things in the game, but she still tried to be like relatively cordial with them. I get that she's mad, but like, Ellie, you literally need these people to be alive. Maybe you could just like calm the frick down. Also, what is the point of saying we need a minute and shutting the door and then talking right next to the door very loudly so she can hear? Kind of defeats the purpose if you ask me, but what do I know?
Yeah.
That said B/F. That must be Bill and Frank with their supplies and deliveries and stuff. I caught that.
So who's Bill and Frank?
Okay, so they really are just gonna say it. It's not even like something that you could wait for and be like, oh, that was a good catch for all the gamers here. It's like, oh, a little bit of foreshadowing, and you can kind of, did you really, okay, well, so much for me feeling smart. They really just said it.
What are you doing?
Killing time.
What am I supposed to do?
I'm sure you'll figure that out.
It's not just me, right? This girl is straight up obnoxious. Like, again, Ellie in the game, she was like, what are you doing? And he's like, killing time. Well, what am I supposed to do? And then, meanwhile, in this, it's like, what are you doing? Well, what am I supposed to do? It's so obnoxious. Oh my gosh. Joel, please slam her into the wall again, Joel. I feel like a lot of shows now present girl characters or like women characters as being these very obnoxious people when that's really just so rude to women. Because like, I get that they're trying to portray her as a strong character and she's strong-willed. I already got that from Game Ellie, and she didn't have to be a jerk to everyone 24/7. Like, all I've seen of this girl is her just being rude and mean and obnoxious, and I can understand it on some level, but on another level, I just think, well, Ellie in the game went through the exact same thing, and she was fun. She was a good character. So, like, I think that they do this in an attempt to make women characters more strong, but it just makes me want to punch them. Being a jerk doesn't make you strong or empowered, it just makes you a jerk.
You guys go out there a lot?
I guess.
When was the last time?
Maybe a year. What's it matter?
That's not a lot. That's a very long time ago.
So what's the deal with you anyway? You some kind of bigwig's daughter or something?
That was a Tess line, and now it's a Joel line. I don't know why they're changing things so much, but I'm not gonna question it.
You stay close and you follow my lead.
What happened to stay right on Joel's heels? I feel like Joel is more capable in the show than he is in the game, because like in the game, I'm in control. And you should not stay on my heels. You should stay on his heels in this, because if you don't, he'll slam you into the wall. Oh, don't kill him like that. That's so undignified.
What the hell? Hey, don't move!
Oh my gosh. What the? You gotta be kidding me right now. That's how they get caught? What is this? The show is like such a joke, I swear. Like sometimes they do things that are cool and most times they do things that are so dumb. Oh my gosh. Like really? Really? It looks like somebody here got caught with their pants down. And that someone was me. They just walked right out in front of him. It's like some smugglers you are. You don't even pay attention to your surroundings, you dumb idiots. Yes!
Fucking bitch! Get out of the fucking way! Whoa!
Whoa, what the? Tackle him! Okay, I don't need a flashback. Not to beat a dead horse, unlike what Joel is doing, but the game did that so much better. Like, why were you even hesitating?
You hesitated.
Your reaction time is 10 out of 10. Just tackle him. Like, we already established this. Like, oh, she's gonna stab him. And I'll just be like, no, stop. Don't do it. And then it's like, oh, flashback to my daughter. What would I have done if it was the other way around? Because Ellie's like my daughter. We haven't gotten there yet. Ellie's just been a pain in his butt this whole time. Seriously though, it's like, what even was that? Like in the game, the second Ellie attacked, they just went right for it, because you know what would have happened if they didn't react in the game? They all would have died. You don't need to show me the flashback for me to get it. I'm really not that stupid. I understand. I don't need to see it in high definition. It's like, oh, he's sad because his daughter died. I kind of know, but thanks for the clarification there, Chef.
No, I'm not sick.
No!
I'm not sick. I'm not sick. Look, this is 3 weeks old. Nobody lasts more than a day. This is literally up to you. You're gonna kill me. When did it happen?
They're even messing up the reveal. What the heck am I even watching right now? Like, what is this? I'm not even able to hear what they're saying. I'm too busy looking at Joel's bloody knuckles. I don't want to see that. Why is Joel even contemplating the fact that he just punched that guy to death? Like, it's 20 years into the apocalypse. I'm sure he's done worse. I don't know. I just feel like the game did it better. Like, they handled it better. And you could actually hear them instead of just watching Joel look at his fist.
You know what I'm gonna do about it? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tweet my displeasure.
When you find out that someone is infected with this dangerous virus, would you rather focus on the person exploiting themselves, or would you rather look at some other totally unrelated character as he stares at his hands? Okay, well, that sucked. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna be fair. That wasn't terrible. I'm also going to lose the headphones. I have a lot of problems with it. They cut out a bunch of combat scenes. They don't make the characters look anything like they do in the game. And like that whole ending scene was awful. Like what the heck was that? And on top of that, like the reveal should be a big deal. The fact that she is immune to this virus that has killed everyone, there's never been an immune person found before, as far as anyone knows. Like, that should be a really big reveal. This is a crazy opinion for me. I kind of think that it's trying to rip off The Walking Dead, and The Walking Dead is better. I hate The Walking Dead. That show is boring as frick, and I'm one of the few people who stuck it out through the bad seasons. I don't know, maybe it'll get better as we go, but so far I really don't like Ellie. She's incredibly obnoxious, and I find that very irritating. I do not like characters to be beyond intolerable. It's just not fun. Anyway, we'll see how this video does, assuming that I don't end up getting demonetized or having my channel canceled and just like getting abused by Naughty Dog and HBO Max. Then I'll probably watch the rest of it. Honestly, I kind of want to. If for nothing else, just to see the nightmare that is season 2. Because I heard that it's somehow worse than the game. That is an impressive feat. Yeah, in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!